Good morning, Winthrop Vikings. Today is Friday, February 28th, and we're following a Day 7 schedule.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Nate.
And today we have a very special Wake Up Winthrop for you guys.
As many of you know, February is Black History Month, a time where we recognize and celebrate the amazing contributions that Black Americans have had in shaping our country.
From the civil rights movement to many of the contributions to music, sports, science, literature, and arts, Black history is American history.
Today we have Hyannis to give us a great overview on some of her favorite Black musicians and their contributions to the American music scene.
Hi, I'm Hyannis with Wake Up Winthrop, and in honor of it being the last day of Black History Month, let's take a look back on the history of Black music and the influence Black musicians have had on the industry. Black musicians have had an impact on many genres of music, including blues, jazz, rock and roll, and soul. In the late 1800s, blues became immensely popular among slaves in southern states like Mississippi and Louisiana during the Great Migration. Rock was very popular during the Civil Rights Movement in the 1950s and 60s. A lot of the music included lyrics discussing racism, segregation, and social change. In the North, Black musicians performed at cotton clubs where Black people were not allowed in the audience. Here are 5 Black musicians who have had an impact on music today. Starting with Aretha Franklin, a 1960s R&B artist who was active in the Civil Rights Movement and toured with Martin Luther King Jr. She blended genres like gospel, jazz, blues, R&B, and pop, and popularized her dramatic vocal delivery. She influenced artists like Adele and Mariah Carey. A second artist, Muddy Waters, was an American blues guitarist who played an important role in the post-World War II electric blues. He mastered the music style Delta blues while also developing his own style. Muddy Waters influenced many artists including the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, who named themselves from Waters' song Rolling Stone. A third artist, Tina Turner, thrived in genres like R&B, soul, and rock. After she and her husband had a successful career, they split and she pursued a solo career, later winning 3 Grammys. She has influenced artists such as Beyonce and J-Lo, and had her song What's Love Got to Do With It sampled by Fat Joe and Ashanti. Additionally, funk and soul singer James Brown was one of the most recognizable artists in his genre and was known as the godfather of soul. After going solo, he published his most successful song, I Got You, making the top 10 on the Billboard's Hot 100. He strongly influenced Michael Jackson, who said Brown was one of his biggest inspirations and he'd never seen a performer like James Brown. Lastly, Jimi Hendrix was a singer, songwriter, and guitarist. Despite him being left-handed, he played a right-handed guitar upside down, creating a new guitar style. His group, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, created many world-renowned songs. The most successful was Purple Haze, which was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2000. Today, Black musicians have beat odds and found success worldwide. Artists like Kendrick Lamar had recently performed at the Super Bowl halftime, Doechii, who won Best Rap Album at the Grammys, and Shaboozey, who was #1 on Billboard's Hot 100 for 19 weeks. We caught up with students and staff around the school to find out who their favorite Black musician is.
My favorite Black artist is Roberta Flack. Unfortunately, she died earlier this week, but she sings one of my favorite songs, and her voice is really soulful, and there are not many artists around today anymore with voices like hers.
I'd have to say my favorite Black artist is Doechii. She's the 3rd ever woman to win a Grammy.
Favorite? It's probably gonna be one of the GOAT guitar players of all time, Jimi Hendrix.
My favorite Black artist is SZA because she's just so great and I loved her performance at the Super Bowl.
Alright, I gotta say my favorite Black artist for Black History Month would have to be Travis Scott. Awesome music, awesome shoes, he's always playing on aux. Gotta love him.
My favorite artist would be the hip-hop group Black Star, Mos Def, and Talib Kweli.
My favorite Black artist for Black History Month, I think, would have to be Chaka Khan. She was a great hit in the 70s and 80s, but my favorite memories are my mom used to play that CD all the time when we were in the car together, and her music is incredibly catchy.
So I thought about this for a long time, and my favorite Black artist for Black History Month has got to be Jimi Hendrix. When you break down some of the most influential artists, not just in the rock and roll genre, but in music in general, Jimi Hendrix it always comes up. I mean, his skill on the guitar, his musicality, his performances, everything about him make him easily one of the most influential music artists of all time, not just Black music artists. So I gotta lock in Jimi Hendrix.
I'm gonna have to say King Von. He's a good storyteller.
My favorite artist for Black History Month has to be Kendrick Lamar. I really like his lyricism and especially his album To Pimp a Butterfly.
Alright, so my favorite black artist, I would say it's Party Next Door because his songs are like all good. I don't think he got one miss.
Kendrick Lamar.
My favorite black artist is Drake.
My favorite black artist is Lizzo.
Yeah, you can go.
Now?
Yeah.
My favorite black artist, Jimi Hendrix.
My favorite black artist is probably Nardo Wick and Future, and they're probably, my favorite songs from them gotta be like, from Nardo Wick gotta be Wicked Freestyle, and from Future, it gotta be Cinderella probably.
My favorite black artist gotta be Party Next Door. Best song, Belong to the City. Girl, I could change your life, but you heard it, Done.
My favorite black artist is probably Dave Blunts because of the size of the man and because he said soon he's gonna crowd surf his next show, so I'm gonna be there, hopefully in the front row.
Thanks, everyone. My favorite artist has got to be The Weeknd. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, Hyanna, what a great story. Hopefully we have all had an opportunity all month to recognize and celebrate Black history.
You think they listen to some of those artists while StuCo is taking the bus to Hyannis?
If I was in StuCo, I would.
Speaking of StuCo, with the seasons changing and quarters switching, StuCo is here to bring us new ideas to stay active about school spirit.
Here's Tina with a story on StuCo and their new and interesting ideas.
Hi, I'm Matt with Wake Up Winthrop. Today we'll be highlighting student council and all of the exciting events they have planned. They've been hitting all their goals this year, and they're excited for the annual Hyannis trip coming up. Student council e-board has been hard at work this year, planning school events, fundraising, and leading our school in a positive way. With a successful blood drive, this week's candygrams, and a super successful knee mass conference, the student council is working really hard. The e-board has been meeting every single week since the beginning of the school year to ensure they are successful throughout the year. They also hold general council meetings every other week to get more ideas from the students around the school. In the next couple of weeks, the e-board is planning their trip to Hyannis that happens March 4th to the 6th, and their annual polar plunge that raises tons of money for Special Olympics. The e-board is led by President Amelia Spencer and advisors Ms. Costigan and Ms. Dorso, who facilitate everything the e-board accomplishes. We caught up with members and advisors of the e-board to hear more about what they've been up to.
In the upcoming months, we're planning a polar plunge where we're raising money for Special Olympics, and we're planning a trip to Hyannis where we're attending a NEMAS conference with all the other schools in the area, and there's lots of fun activities planned.
We've been discussing some ideas about Wellness Month, but our next event is the Polar Plunge. Teachers, you should plunge.
Our next big event coming up is the Polar Plunge, which is a great one that we do every year. Last year we raised $1,000. This year we want to raise literally just $1,001. We do need teachers to plunge, so my fellow coworkers, please come plunge with us.
Some of our most successful events were the blood drive and the back to school drive, where we donated over 50 backpacks and other school supplies.
I think one of our most successful events was definitely the concession stand, and the candygrams have been a big success because we've had a lot of involvement in that from students and parents.
Someone who has stepped up is all of General Council because they always show up to all of the meetings.
Our e-board has really stepped up this year, particularly our seniors. I think last year set the bar really high, and this year has been just as good, if not even better.
Someone who steps up and helps out a lot is Amber. She goes to every NEMAS meeting and always comes to any event we plan.
Some of our goals are to raise as much money as we can before we leave in May.
A goal we have for this year is to raise a lot of money so we can have it for upcoming years.
Some of our goals are definitely to raise some more money before the seniors take off in May. We definitely like to increase some engagement and kind of find some fresh ideas that interest everybody in the building.
As you can tell, Student Council is having a successful year this year, and I can't wait to see what they have in the future for us. Back to Matt and Nate.
Thank you, Tina, for keeping us up to date on all of StuCo's news.
Speaking of school news, our amazing Drama Society is preparing for Drama Fest that starts up this weekend.
The Drama Society members are truly some shining stars of Winthrop High School community and always makes us proud.
Here's Aaron to tell us more about Woburn, the 2025 Drama Fest show happening this weekend in Woburn.
Hi, I'm Aaron with Wake Up Winthrop. Today I'll be covering our Drama Society's latest entry into the METG's High School Drama Festival. We're going to hear about the process of design and creativity behind the scenes as well from the cast. Last year, the Drama Society performed We Are C and met much critical acclaim, winning many group and individual awards. This performance was one of the winners at Woburn High School, and some All-Star awards were given to Chelsea Long in acting, as well as Harley Brazil, James Stengel, and Jillian Bonapane being awarded for excellence in acting ensemble. Zineb Belgadi and Ariana Capuccio were also awarded the Stage Managers Award. This year, Drama Society is performing an original play named Woven. written by WHS Junior Chelsea Long. The play follows the story of the Grecian fates and how they react to the life of Margaret, a textile factory worker whose poetry could set the world on its head, if only she'd let anyone else read it. To get an inside look, we talked to some of our drama specialists and directors to see what they've been brewing up.
Hi, my name is Amanda Pelletier, and I'm the technical director for Winthrop High School Drama Society. I think what I am really loving about this show is the fact that it is student-written and student-driven. They've really been able to give their own voice to these characters and the show in general, and they're doing a great job expressing the core view of this show, which is really what you leave behind and how you're viewed through your art, which is really what theater is all about. So I think they're capturing that very beautifully.
My name's Audrey Vieira, and I've been doing crew for a year. This is my first year. What I love about Fest so far is the community and being in the school with the tech for every day so far.
My name is Sarah Tracy, and this is my first year doing tech, but I've been in the cast since, I've been doing cast since 6th grade. What I love most about Drama Fest is being able to share your talent with other schools and seeing other schools perform, just to see how all of the schools, just seeing everyone perform and all of their talent. I think it's really nice to see how all the other schools are, how the different programs are, and just how different and similar we are.
My name is Ash, and I've been doing drama since my freshman year. I like meeting new people and seeing the shows that other schools put on and just enjoying the atmosphere.
So I went to Drama Fest 3 years that I was in high school. I then, after I graduated, went back and volunteered to Time Drama Fest. And now this is my second year going as a tech director. And I would say all throughout those years, it's just great to watch kids be able to interact with other schools and find other kids who share the same values as them, the same interests as them. Especially in a smaller school, it's great to just be able to expand that. Now with social media, you can follow each other on social media and just have lots of fun with new people that you've never met before.
My favorite thing about being behind the scenes for Woburn, especially, is creating such a big picture. It's coming together so beautifully, and it's just so fun to be a part of that, especially from script writing and the idea of the script and to stage managing. It's just so fun.
My favorite part about being behind the scenes so far has been I've been doing a lot of painting, and I find that really fun. And I've also been able to have a lot of fun with the people here, have a lot of laughs, and it's a really great space, really great people. I love it.
We're doing costumes and working with different fabrics and different clothing pieces and learning about different designs in fashion.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kalinda, and I'm the director of Woven. What I really love about Drama Festival is that the kids get to go and see other plays, other high schools perform, and it's just a great day for students to meet other people who have similar interests to them.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Long, and I've been doing drama all throughout elementary, middle, and high school. Something I like about Fest is being able to work with such dedicated actors. It's definitely a production that takes a lot of commitment, so it's just full of a bunch of super passionate people working to create something beautiful. And I also love the day of Fest, being able to go to other schools, see a bunch of plays from actors that I've never met before. It's just so much fun.
Hi, I'm Jillian. I'm a junior at Winthrop High School. I've been doing drama ever since I was little, and I was a part of the Winthrop Middle School Drama Society through all of the years, and I've been a part of the Winthrop High School Drama Society since freshman year. One of my favorite things about Drama Fest is just seeing all of the different schools' productions and their take on Drama Fest. It's very interesting to see different schools and how they perform and how they practice and rehearse.
My name is Michael Tracy. I've been doing drama since basically the 3rd grade. I've acted in most of the plays I've been in, but I've also done tech for a couple, but it's been since 3rd grade. I love Drama Festival just because of the competitive spirit in the cast, in the crew, in the directors, and I love the day going to a different school, watching all the productions, watching different actors, that I might not know, and just seeing all the productions and all the effort that goes into it.
Lottie is one of the 3 fates from Greek mythology. She is the fate that measures the thread of a person's life. And her character is very particularly drawn to Margaret. She is really motivated to save Margaret despite disagreement from her sisters. She really loves Margaret and kind of drives all the actions that occur throughout the play. I also wrote the play, which was super difficult but super fun. It's different. Script writing is very different from normal writing. There are like auditory and visual elements that you must consider. Like the words that you write, you have to not only consider how they sound, but how they might be delivered by actors on stage. And that, it was definitely a learning curve. I've never written a play before, but I'm really proud of how it turned out, so I'm really excited.
I play Margaret in our production of Woburn. She is a factory worker who dreams of being a poet, though due to the limitations placed on her due to the time period of the 1930s, she is unable to fulfill her dreams.
I play the boss, who is a factory owner set in the 1930s, and basically the concept is that he lets his power get to his head, and he's very controlling. But it's very fun to play the part, and the whole show is a lot of fun, so definitely recommend coming to watch it.
That just about wraps up our story on Drama Society's Woven. Be sure to grab tickets to MEGT's Drama Festival. I've heard it's a great experience. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Aaron. Make sure to attend Drama Fest this Saturday. Congratulations to the cast and crew. Break a leg.
The competition doesn't stop with the Drama Fest this weekend. Our NEC teams have been busy this week competing in the playoffs.
Many teams are looking to string ahead strong runs heading into playoffs.
The hockey team had a massive win Wednesday with a triple OT win and a big goal by JoJo Pumfret.
The 2 girls team, we cannot get an update on the score due to timing, but we wish the best of luck to both teams.
Here's Robbie with the playoff story.
Hi, I'm Robert with Wake Up Winthrop, and with winter sports seasons coming to an end, we're going to take a dive into playoffs. With all the regular seasons coming to an end, we're going to take a close look at the teams who have made it into playoffs. Girls hockey made it into playoffs with a current record of 11-3-1, making a very successful season. They play the 15th, 14-5-1 Bishop staying away, but the game was last night, so we couldn't get the score. Some of the girls who have stood out the season are Talia Martucci, Amelia Spencer, who have played crucial roles in the team's success this season. We caught up with Talia and Gabby to see what they think heading into playoffs.
I've done pretty good and I've reached all my own personal goals.
I think someone who's stood out definitely throughout the season is Riley. She's been making some really good saves, and I think she'll stand out in playoffs as well.
We're super hyped for playoffs and we're locking in right now.
Yes, we're super excited and cannot wait.
The boys hockey team holds a record of 10-5-1 and is looking to make a deep run in the playoffs. They played this Wednesday against the 28th 7-12 at Ponoket Regional. They won 4-3 going in triple overtime with the game winner scored by Joseph Pumper. Some players who have stood out are Michael Hoverson, who have reached 100 career points along with Phil Boncory with 102. The boys are rolling and looking forward to see who they play in a game between Norwell and Abington. Make sure to support this Saturday, 2 p.m. at Larson. We caught up with a few boys to find out how they're feeling.
I think my season has gone good so far. I mean, not as productive as last year, but the team's playing well, and that's all that matters.
So the season so far has gone pretty good. Had a good record. We want to keep that going in the playoffs. Hopefully win the championship.
I'm currently on the IR from a season-ending hit, but maybe if we make it to the championship, I'll play.
The goal is to go all the way. We're making it one game further this year, and we need the Stu buzzing.
I'm really excited for playoffs.
Can't wait to watch Jay score a goal.
The girls basketball team has made the playoffs as well with a record of 7-13, with some key players being Lily Conway, Bailey Ferguson, and Zoe Bogus. They played last Monday against Smith Tech at home, winning 51-32, with Polly Ciotos going 7-11 from 3. Their next game is away at Northbridge Thursday at 7. Due to timing, we could not get the score.
Personally, Bailey and I have been hitting the ball pressure pretty well. And we've been trying to get our turnovers down. Someone who is standing out
like going into the playoffs is Polly. She has been working really hard at practice.
And she had a 21-point game, so she's scoring really well.
She's doing very well. So we're really excited going into the round of 32.
And we're really confident with our game plan.
Shout out Hots.
Good luck to our teams as they make a push in the playoffs. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Robbie. Be sure to attend as many of the playoff games as you can. The boys hockey team has clinched a game Saturday at 2 o'clock at home in round 2 of their playoffs.
School spirit is big, and supporting our teams is something that makes Winthrop very special.
Well said, Matt. That's all we have for you today. Roll Vikes!